I'm moving on now.
Yeah, that's probably for the
Poker night
best.
lasted until 10 p.m. Nearly 11 p.m.
Hey, CEO.
Yeah?
I've seen a lot of businessmen in my line of work. Mostly scumbags trying to screw everyone else over for financial gain.
I'd hate for you to think I'm giving you that impression.
I don't know, you're giving me mixed feelings. You haven't killed anyone here yet, you're fairly approachable, and you seem like you actually give a crap about whether or not something bad happens to us. But you're also so intense.
You know, that gamepad came with a lot of information on the participants.
It did?
It's funny how we searched everywhere for clues, yet we were just handed a huge one and we completely ignored it. Honestly, I thought you already checked it after I brought up the rules.
So why bring this up?
I get the feeling we're not so different, Archangel. He gets up, looks over.
How so?
Revenge. I still need to take someone down, and you already dealt with your problem. Not only that, but seeing innocents get screwed over by those that abuse their power, doesn't that make your blood boil, too?
I didn't take you for the protect the innocent type.
I certainly don't look or act like it. It's just how I am.
So yeah, CEO is kind of an a-hole, but he's not a bad person.
Yeah, you can be... it's like... whatchamacallit?
He's like the embodiment of the trope, good is not nice.
It's like Renegade Shepherd. In a sense.
Sort of, but with less racism.
Yeah. He really does remind me of myself. Unless he's lying and trying to butter me up. He can't be lying about the gamepad, though. I never said since this started my nickname was Archangel. He proceeds to flip through everyone's bios, but when he got to...
Ah, that's odd.
Which bio are you looking at?
Octavian's. Just about nothing he likes adds up with his... physique.
Octavian's probably just an avatar. And an alias. No kidding. Now that I'd realize who it is.
Yeah.
Right, somehow I forgot about the VR part in all this.
He's probably just some tech geek overcompensating or something. Looks through the screen.
Actually, it's a homebrew D&D character I really want to play as a writing compelling subplot for with in a campaign sometime. I never done a strength build, so I may as well try combining 2 or 3 things that don't naturally fit and make them fit. Besides, D&D is about roleplay for me. I can play a wide range of RPGs if I want turn-based combat.
I think I've said before to a few different people that, yeah, Octavian is the D&D Mind Flayer character I really want to play.
I was about to say, is this your
point.
fucking Mind Flayer character that you've already told me you wanted to play?
Yes, this Octavian is that Mind Flayer I want to play as. And Mind Flayers are not known for being jacked, let me put it that way.
Yeah, no kidding. They're definitely the subtle type, aren't they? Oh, god damn it, Rukia.
Hey, at least I'm honest about how I am.
Yeah, that's perfectly fair.
Bye-bye.
Only if Monica's not the DM this time.
I love how she's playing a white mage.
You cross the threshold of a chamber with enclosures brimming with creatures of avian, mammalian, and amphibious descent. The apparatus for unleashing such creatures is dangling aloft by a singular thin thread. What of your plethora of choices will you undertake? What did she say?
I have no idea.
Then you do not want to be my DM under me.
This is kind of a joke. I do know exactly what she said. I wrote it down.
Oh, that there is your chaotic neutral player.
Sayori, catch Sayori with the fire. I love this joke.
Jesus Christ.
Says he loves almost everyone here. What does that even mean?
Open the door, I'm freaking out!
What's wrong?
All right, there's a plot.
Alright, now we get a plot.
Papyrus has always been really early to bed since we roomed together, but he's not back yet.
Ooh, the sound effects. Ooh.
Papyrus doesn't give me the vibe of staying up past his bedtime.
You think it's suspicious or that he might be dead?
Neither would surprise me.
Oh, Grumpig Snacks, he's dead. Oh, no, what do we do now?
Gramble, try not to freak out. If we cause a panic, we won't get anywhere.
Well, we can't just stand around and do nothing.
Is everything okay out here? I heard Gramble yelling.
Papyrus went missing.
Papyrus went missing?
Okay, Gramble, look at me, please. We'll gather everyone to start searching for where he might be. We will find him.
He's probably dead.
We won't know that until we find him.
Get everyone out of bed.
With this new emergency arising, they form 3 large groups to search for him. They found nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh! I
What?
get it! Because they turn to fucking dust when they die.
And they're in the middle of a snowfield mountain.
Oh! I didn't quite understand this bit when I read the script about how they just didn't find it, but now I finally get it!
Yeah, it can be a bit easy to forget that monster corpses in Undertale don't really exist. They just turn to dust.
You suck! Papyrus should be a finalist!
I just pissed off everybody by letting that happen.
All the Papyrus fans are probably going to try to kill me.
Oh, god damn it. Well, why are you here incriminating yourself even more?
Let's be honest, that was funny.
It was definitely funny.
I can't believe he's just up and vanished like that.
So now, a trial will happen, right? How are we going to solve something like this?
Okay, show of hands. How many of you actually looked up the rules?
So we've got Nanako, Nico, Natsuki, Sam, Jill, Garrus, and Gramble. So about half.
So, Carl, Crash, Gale, Mayu, Sam, and Kate didn't look at the rules.
Correct.
For those in the back, a trial cannot occur unless we find up the body.
I probably should have edited that line a little bit.
I think I did a line better than that, so you... I know you probably don't look at all my lines, considering I send you like 5 for every line.
You sent me like 5 to 10 for every line.
But I'm pretty sure I had a better one than that.
Yeah, you probably did, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I just want trial 1 done.
Yeah, I need to just pick the best 3 or something.
Yeah, that's preferable, but I still think you should probably just pick whatever one you think is the best. Because,
Again,
I still have to
again,
go
I
through
don't
all-
entirely realize the context all the time, so...
Wait. What?
I have not known. Whoever this idiot is, either didn't even bother to read the rules, or did, and wanted to cause more mayhem.
Man, I gotta turn down the music.
yeah, I'm still bad at the music composition volume thing.
Trader? Actually, no. They should know the rules if they're part of this.
Which means the culprit isn't them, and there's someone else that's very dangerous in our group.
There's still an off chance we're wrong and he's still alive somewhere. As slim as it feels right now.
We'll continue searching tomorrow. It's too late tonight to search.
Crap, we're in a bad spot now because of this.
I do like the aggression I put into those voice lines. They slowly and uncomfortably filter back to their bedrooms, except for Gramble, who stays chained to a bedpost with Garrus, the CEO. In the morning.
Alright, our team is ready to start investigating.
He's tagging along with me to the sanitarium while you check the cave.
Move out.
Y'all be careful out there, you hear?
I don't plan on dying today. You just keep an eye on everyone in here.
Cave system, around 1:45 p.m.
This mountain takes forever to climb and get around in.
Gal's dead ahead.
We'd better follow him.
Ah!
You both okay?
I've been better.
He has a gun. If you decide to tail him, keep that in mind. We'll investigate on our own until we can reconvene.
Can you tell that I, like, semi-yelled that to emphasize the fact that there's a bit of distance?
Yeah.
I like the directions you put into the script. It really helps again with the context in that situation. Cave system, 2:01 p.m.
I know you're following me, Bugman.
Someone happened to go missing recently. Excuse me for being wary.
At least you're smart enough to come armed, but not smart enough to figure out that I didn't kill him. You think a gunshot would be heard all over the mountain or cause an avalanche or a cave-in?
There are other methods you could have used.
I'll stop you myself.
You remember that line?
Yep, there's the
What's
L.
that about?
I found that alarm the rule about double kills mentioned. Let's see what it sounds like.
Now stop all this violence, or I'll stop you myself.
Oof. Okay, that was loud.
We need to go over there, now.
And why should...
Now, soldier!
No, he's taking no crap from it.
Yep.
Oh, and it's Kate.
I'm guessing that yelling earlier meant this happened.
Someone just committed a second murder. That yelling was their gamepad warning them not to commit a third kill. You'd know this if you read the rules.
Think I trust this thing?
Nobody does.
Garrus, I just heard that yell. What happened?
Kate's dead, and Gale didn't do it.
Well, I'm out of good leads now.
Hate me all you want, like I'd care what you think of me.
CEO, get over here as fast as you can.
Garrus, it's a cave. That's dark. Where everything looks grey. I have no idea where you are.
Then wander around until you find us.
Garrus!
That was fast.
Someone got killed. Report to the caves into the lodge immediately.
That must be the BDA we read about.
CEO, where are you? You vanished when that monster showed up.
Monster, what?
Hold on, I'll try to find you.
I'm proud of my CEO lines.
Yeah.
Carl, I definitely think... I think it's hard to do Carl, but I like my CEO lines. 2:15, everyone is gathered around the body.
Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest.
That sounded like something from heaven.
It's one of Kate's favorite passages. It means a lot to her. I'm guessing because she's so sick of being treated like crap for no good reason. She's in a better place now.
Aww.
Yeah, you have to remember that passage in Life is Strange in order to prevent her from, yeah.
I was told I'd go to a better place when I die. This isn't what I had in mind.
Click.
For the, I'm guessing 99.9% of you who have no idea what's happening now due to vagueness, because we're not that far in the plot for the characters to figure this out yet, I can explain this since it'll happen a fair amount of time. Basically, outside of the game, another crossover plot was already happening that schmooched a bunch of characters together to save everything because time and multiverse shenanigans. You know, typical multi-franchise crossover plot stuff. If you've seen Trigger Hattie Havoc, yeah, it's a continuation of that mess. If you haven't seen it, I am obliged as the guy that made it to tell you to play it. But why is Kate and Papyrus here if they died, is the question I'm expecting. So let's address it now. I would like... I
happen to like most of these weirdos, and the game takes place in virtual space, meaning nothing is really impossible. You'll have to wait for a more in-depth explanation when we get further in the plot, though.
Alright. In summary,
inside game is main plot, outside the game is the secondary plot. This plot is continuing from a previous mod, but you don't need to see it to get what's happening. And characters dying in the killing game doesn't automatically mean they're dead.
Fair enough.
Where's the suspense if nobody's in danger also came up before, so... My answer to that is the cast doesn't know that, so to them the stakes are real. Isn't it more fun if they're still alive anyway, even if they're not a part of the plot anymore? Or would you rather Papyrus has no chance of coming back in the secondary plot? Hopefully that clears this up in a way that enhances things from here on instead of making them confusing. Apologies for the pace break, but this seemed like a necessary evil.
At this point I'm just rolling with the weirdness. So who was in your killing game?
Sans, you didn't even try to build your sandcastle. It's just a lump.
Oh, whoa.
Still surprised the weird skeleton from the game I was stuck in and the one from yours are brothers.
Yeah, remember
if
Trial
I wasn't
AE?
wasn't making sense anymore, I'd probably question it. I think I gave up on it a while ago though. I kinda wish you weren't caught up in this weirdness though.
Yeah, that girl and Sans were in the B plot of the previous game, weren't they?
Yeah, they were in the crossover plot in Trial AE and Trial 6.
Yep. Yeah, I remember.
So yeah, this is for those of you who are new to this series, we are obligated to tell you to please watch Trigger Happy Havoc.
Yep. Go ahead. I've got like 8 episodes on it, which I'll queue.
10 videos, actually.
Look, just put down some time and go ahead and watch them, or just pick up the video again whenever. They are long videos, so...
Yeah. Each one's like an hour at least.
And that's the first one, so they get longer.
Yeah.
I think I'll manage. You know, it'd be easier to enjoy the beach if that lady with the blue hair wasn't here. Naoto? No, I mean Marge.
Stay out of my way! It's my time of the month!
That's an actual Marge quote.
Like, I don't get enough bullying at school!
Mood.
I'm feeling a serious case of mood whiplash.
Way.
I think we're all experiencing mood whiplash after that.
What circumstances?
The method of death was strangling. Not a lot of evidence for it. You'll have to give your alibis.
Gramble's account. Gramble claims he was outside the bathroom waiting for Samantha to finish her bath that she had started about 3 hours prior because he had to use the bathroom. Natsuki's account. Natsuki was keeping an eye on Nico and Nanako in the kitchen at the time.
Taking into account the rules, motive, and case file, which should become fairly standard.
Motive. Family, friends, and other close connections. Case file. Kate Marsh was found in the mine system underground. The cause of death was strangulation. Time was around 2:02. There were 10 noticeable finger marks. Rules. No updates. Review later.
Other strange occurrences too.
Horrifying monstrosity. A horrifying thing showed up when Jill and CEO got cut off from Garrus and searched the caves. CEO went missing when this happened. Incredibly girly music. While Sam and Crash were searching for the missing Papyrus, they heard what could only be described as obnoxiously cute. They assumed Natsuki was nearby. Missing participant. Papyrus is missing and has yet to be found. Obnoxious alarm. Now stop all this violence or I'll stop you myself. A phrase yelled full blast when a person has committed the second kill, warning them to stop. This was heard in the cave extremely shortly before Kate was found. Rule awareness. Just about everyone forgot to actually read the rules.
Anyone want to add anything else?
I do. Basement monitors. Carl was using the monitors in the basement to keep an eye on everyone after Papyrus went missing and can confirm things that happened around the lodge and cabin, except the bathroom. That was traumatizing.
With that wrapped up, we can start the trial now. Alright, here we go.
Cue the next chapter. See ya. Chapter 0 and Chapter 1-1 is now complete. Cool. Trials up next. An optional feature is the end level sound player, like a song you used but don't know the origin. Peruse through this to find it. What song do you want to listen to?
There's also comments in there as well.
What do you mean by comments?
Click on, like, one of them and see what comes up.
Montrezel, game, Undertale. Papyrus personal themes mixed together, kinda.
I want you to see the Mass Effect 1 love theme comment, because that's actually kind of funny.
Alright, where is that?
Right
oh,
there.
I just passed it. Loading.
Song, love theme, game, Mass Effect. Used in 2 situations. Someone died or someone made out with you. Because apparently Shepard's friend's dying is comparable to Snoo Snoo time.
Wow, does it really?
Yes, it uses the love theme in both situations.
God damn.
It's like, why are you using the love theme when Kate and Ashley die, and when Kate and Ashley are trying to make out with you? It's like, why? That doesn't sound right.
Who do you save, Caden or Ashley?
I think in my first playthrough I saved Ashley, but honestly, I really don't care for either of them, so I really don't care who I save.
That is a very fair assessment.
Because they both suffer from Vermeer Survivor Syndrome, aka static role exchangeable character. They do the exact same thing because the plot needs them to do the exact same thing.
Oh, so basically what happens in Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's the better case of, which one do you prefer in the later game?
I actually haven't yet to experience Caden in Mass Effect 3 because I only played Mass Effect 3 through once so far.
Okay.
By comparison to Mass Effect 1 and 2, which I played through at least 10 times each. Because Mass Effect 3 is so damn depressing.
Just because the ending is so bad.
Not just because of the ending, the overall tone is kind of, why does everyone have to keep dying all the time?
Because it's war. That's what
I know, but... I know. Anyways,
Either way, on to the trial.
1-2.
1-2.
So I'd like to point out that Kate Marsh's portrait at the top left is covered.
But it's crossed out, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Same with Papyrus there. Love the portrait of Papyrus.
It has Papyrus fonts as the X. It felt appropriate.
What evidence would you like to look at beforehand? If you don't need a refresher, you can just skip past this part. I don't think there's anything new from what was just told about.
Yeah, there's not really anything new. We pretty much just got info dumped all of it towards the end there.
Incredibly girly music, rule awareness. Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay,
Great.
Just to remind everyone real quick, we need to find out who killed Kate, then vote them off with a majority vote. Whoever gets majority vote gets eliminated from the game, and the culprit gets to leave if the vote was wrong and they got away with it.
And you said that even if we screw up the vote, we won't die?
Nobody except the guy or girl you voted off. In other games similar to this, yes, everyone except the culprit would die for an incorrect vote, but these rules are meant to make the game last, even if mistakes are made. You just have to live knowing you got someone innocent killed.
The thing
so
is...
actual Danganronpa, everyone would die, but in case mistakes are made, I'm not going to have the rules set up like that.
I can tell, and just because you've set up the rules for that, it lends up to the case that we will get it wrong, but also I can put it in that you won't make us get it wrong, just because it's too obvious a thing to do as well, but...
It's more like there might be a time where they might abuse the rules to save somebody. We'll have to wait and see how one of the chapters ends up. Yep, because even though this chapter is out, chapter 3 is the chapter 3 daily life is as far as I've gotten so far.
So he hasn't even fully written the plot yet, so we don't even know if he's going to abuse that rule or not.
I do have a general idea of where the plot is going to go, but I don't have all the fine details planned out yet.
We could all just vote Octavian then, since...
Not unless I am the culprit. Mayonnaise, read the rules.
Mayonnaise?
Saying Mayu and Mio's names over and over, and not screwing up eventually and saying Miu or Mayo. Miyu's a completely different girl that we don't talk about, and Mayo sounds like mayonnaise.
So, yeah, the thing about talking about Fatal Frame 2 and referring to both Mio and Mayu is that I often get tongue-tied and wind up saying the wrong name eventually. So to make my life easier, I say Mio and Mayonnaise. Also, did you notice the character names at the top?
Yep, I just noticed you changed the name to Mayonnaise at the top.
She's the only one who gets this treatment.
God damn it, man.
Screw you. Your name is Mayonnaise now.
You know, I was actually thinking about having each character have a stupid, sarcastic, crappy name, similar to Mayu getting Mayonnaise, like Garrus with Calibrations.
Yeah.
But, I didn't go through with it, so Mayu is the only one that gets the special, stupid name.
I mean, it makes sense for Mayonnaise, so...
Okay, moving on from that, I'd like to go over alibis first. That should eliminate suspects fastest. We'll go from there.
Can we have a couple people write this down so we can keep track?
Anyone got paper and a pen?
I got you covered. Here you go.
Thanks. Mind keeping tabs too?
Sure, I'll help.
We have 14 suspects and a lot of alibis to go over.
I love this
Who should we
little
start with?
interface you put up with the suspects at the top.
Before we do, I'd like to bring up something. We might be able to eliminate 3 people immediately from the suspect list using the rules we were given.
What rule is the CEO referring to? Well, I can't see half of it.
BDA, a noxious alarm, or Marge joke.
I can see that, but I'm just wondering is whether the piece of paper being in front was just one of those things we're beta testing for.
Yeah, I probably should have that removed, but it's not. I'll see how I feel later.
Look, the piece of paper's awesome. You just need to, like, put it behind. If you
I can't put it behind, that's the problem.
Oh, really?
So I have to remove it for situations like this.
Oh, god damn it. Alright.
Right. I think that we need to do the obvious thing here.
What, you mean Marge Simpson?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
I love how you literally say, sure, why not? Whack. BDA, come on.
BDA can only go off if 3 people find the body. Those 3 people were me, Gale, and Jill.
Well, I feel bad now. I assumed Gale was the murderer.
You actually voiced this line, but it wasn't actually meant to be voiced out loud, so... Well...
Yeah, I realized that.
I felt a bit bad not including it because you put in the work for it, but also I couldn't...
No, that's my mistake for not realizing it was being thought. It's often, it's like, if you say, I wasn't sure if you do, like, thoughts out loud or thoughts not, so...
Generally, if it's in parentheses, it's not something you say, but it might be an indicator of the tone, sometimes. It depends.
Yeah.
I probably should have, like, a visual distinction between the two instead of, like, using parentheses for both.
Yeah, that's fair. Like brackets.
Brackets, that's a good idea.
Like you use in the actual... Okay? Like you use right here.
Yeah.
Can we check all 3 of us off the list, then?
Well, that's weirdly convenient. All 3 of you are adjacent to each other. Anyway, me or Nanako, who are you interrogating first?
Don't interrogate her. She's just a little girl. Maybe ask her nice and calm-like instead?
I don't think you're meant to include that snippy little bit there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I should have included that or not.
This is important. Use ZYX. Why?
Okay, so, Z and
Z
Y...
or Y.
Z or Y. So, Z and Y, it's because of keyboard layouts. There's 2 different types of keyboard layouts, and I had a complaint before in Trigger Hattie Havoc about how they had one of the people who wanted to play the mod had a keyboard where the Z and Y keys were not where they were.
So
where
it
they
wasn't
are
a
for, like-
QWERTY keyboard, basically.
Yeah, it was a quartz keyboard, so I had to have it so that either option works as the same functional key.
Yeah, that's fair. And the C keys to swap evidence fast and hit W to fire your truth bullet. Remember that the white text can't be shot. Only blue statements you support and orange statements you refute. Oh, now I gotta remember from the script what the answer is.
Nanako, tell us what you were doing at 2 o'clock today.
I was in the kitchen with Natsuki and Nico at the time.
Ramble was there too, but he left for the bathroom.
Kinda airtight if you ask me. I mean, all of us can vouch for each other. No reason any of us to be accomplices or anything, right?
Yeah, that sounds pretty open and shut to me.
Okay, our first trial. Compared to what I've been through, this shouldn't be too hard. Depending on how...
Depressing how we have to get alibis from the kids, though.
Yeah.
Nanako, tell us what you were doing at 2 o'clock today.
I was in the kitchen with Natsuki and Nico at the time.
Ramble was there too, but he left for the bathroom.
Oh, damn. I don't follow. Am I... Alright. I might want to recalibrate my argument. I've got to stop using that word.
Nanako,
Had to put it
what
somewhere.
you were doing
Good
at 2
choice.
o'clock today.
Good
I
choice,
was in
man.
the kitchen with Natsuki and Nico at the time.
Ramble
Oh,
was there
God.
too, but he left for the bathroom.
Kinda airtight if you ask me. I mean, all of us can vouch for each other. No reason any of us to be accomplices or anything, right?
Yeah, that sounds pretty...
Really? I'm surrounded by idiots. Wait.
Yeah, sorry about the split prevention activated.
Nanako, tell us what you were doing at 2 o'clock today.
I was in the kitchen with Natsuki and Nico at the time.
Ramble was.
Alright. What am I getting wrong here?
Do you need
Nanako,
a reminder of what the
tell us
evidence
what
is?
you were doing at 2
I
o'clock
actually
today.
might.
I was in the kitchen with Natsuki and
Okay,
Nico at
so
the time.
half the characters didn't
Ramble
remember the
was
rules is
there
what rule
too, but
awareness is.
he left the
Natsuki's
bathroom.
account is that she
Kinda
was
airtight
with
if you ask me.
Nico
I
and
mean,
Nanako at the
all of us
time,
can
and
vouch
Gramble's
for each
account was
other.
that Sam was
no
talking to the
reason any of
bathroom.
us to be accomplices or anything.
So it was agreement, okay.
Well, that was easy.
I was thinking it was Gramble because I thought they were getting Gramble there as well. Yeah, okay, never mind, my bad.
Oh, hold on. You said Gramble left briefly, right? How long was he gone for?
You seriously think he ran all the way down to a cave to strangle a girl, then ran back immediately when we heard the BDA? Unless there's hidden passageways I don't know about, I don't see that happening.
Cross off the other three for now. Natsuki, was he gone a suspiciously long period of time?
Well, I'd like to say no, but I can't.
Alright.
Sam, the girl I mean, not the dog, takes ages to get out of the bathtub.
Alright, I just have
I'd like to bring...
Huh?
Sorry, what were you about to say?
I was gonna say, how do people get, like, the whatchamacallits in the background of these shots?
I don't know. I think they just automatically spawn there because they can't... The players themselves can't access those areas.
Huh.
It's really annoying. And, so what I was about to say... Remember when we were complaining about Until Dawn's writing? Why is Sam in the bathtub for like 3 chapters straight?
Is that actually what happens?
Yeah, she goes to get the hot water during chapter 2 or 3, then goes to the bathtub until chapter 5.
Wow, I didn't...
It's like,
I've
when
never
you think
played
about
the
it in
game, I've
context,
just watched it. Oh, I've just watched it, so I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, like Sam is literally in the bathtub for over an hour, maybe 2 or 3. Because each chapter takes place over an hour.
I mean, to be fair, I probably would do that myself.
I mean, yeah, but there's no other bathrooms in the entire building. And in this context, that's not good.
Fair. Very fair.
No fooling.
I wasn't in that long.
You were in there for hours.
I was zoning out to classical music. Sorry.
But can you vouch for each other?
Yeah, he knocked on the door and was yelling about needing to pee.
I believe Mayu's alibi was next.
I was in one of the rooms in the lodge. It took me a while to catch up because,
Your leg?
yeah,
That's not a very good alibi, Mayu.
I know.
Sam, you're next.
He and Crash should be able to vouch for each other.
Yes, we can.
Me no.
No, we can't. Crash is shaking his head no as attention-grabbingly as he can.
Because no one understands what he's saying.
Okay, fine. We split up briefly while looking in the sanitarium. You won't believe this, but there was some very... how do I put it? Who the hell was listening to music that girly full blast in a crazy house?
Come again?
Go!
Who'd be crazy enough to do that, I wonder.
What is this music?
Do you want an answer to that? Because that might spoil who it actually is.
I mean, you put the music in the game. You clearly know what the song is.
Yeah. And you know my tastes. It's an Ape Escape song.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Of course.
Monkey Pink is the one that sang that song.
What in the...
That's unsettling.
You're telling me. I thought I finally lost it.
I thought he already did.
Well, the sanitarium is very far away, so they probably wanted to listen privately without feeling embarrassed and without a mine shaft caving in on them.
Regardless, we can't rule either of them out.
Can we move to the next suspect?
Duh, I was in the lodge's basement. However, even though I was not around the others, I can prove my innocence. You remember, right, comrade?
Oh, this one I definitely remember. What's with the gag?
Hangman's Gambit, here we go.
You love this, don't you?
Hangman's Gambit or stupid jokes?
Either or,
Hi,
really.
everybody. Feeling good? Let's play our game. This round, our category is Thing.
It's always Thing in this game.
Yeah, every bonus round is always Thing in Wheel of Fortune. It's so annoying.
3 consonants and a vowel, please.
Hey, what are you, Vanna? I want to be Vanna!
Let me have my fun, Patsujatsuki.
I think I would have preferred Patsuki, but whatever.
Oh, and for the audience who thinks my outfit is weird or off-putting, trust me, I could be in way worse attire. This is how make me look fat.
Does this high-level armor make me look fat?
In order to preemptively prevent frustration, the option to skip is here. Also, do not type 4 vowels, you only get 1. If you do type a vowel...
when you should have typed a consonant, you will be punished by having it not register. Same for the opposite case.
Yeah. Skip
Hangman's Gambit?
No, I know what the answer is. Alright.
There are no other consonants.
Yeah, I was about to say there's no other consonants, are there? Good luck.
So, try getting it wrong real quick to show what is possible now.
Okay. Not quite. No.
Yeah, I now added a skip feature. Last time that didn't exist.
Oh, that's actually quite nice. Just because if you get things so wrong that you just can't get it, then...
Congratulations, here's your grand bonus prize of $25,000.
Can I have a new car instead?
Okay.
Ow!
Stop using that joke!
Damn straight!
I will when I'm dead.
like, I know I'm spamming the joke, but also I'm not gonna stop.
Samantha, were they already in the building?
Please tell me you removed the one in the bathroom.
Yes, he did, but it was too late to stop us from seeing. Oh boy, that diarrhea.
I regret every life choice that led up to that moment.
Same.
Okay, let's pretend we didn't hear that and move on.
Alright.
You know there aren't any other bathrooms around, right? Okay, I get it. I take forever in the bathtub. Give it a break already.
Hold that unwanted thought. I recall a conversation I'd overheard around that time. I believe Nanako said, and I quote, "Gramble sounds just like Teddy, and he's just as cool." To which Nico asked who that was. The conversation was eventually going into Nico's hometown, surrounded by wheat fields, but then the alarm went off telling us to go to the caves.
So, something I'd like to point out, Gramble, Giggle Funny, and Teddy from Persona 4 actually share the same voice actor.
Do they really?
Yeah, so that's why I have that quote, Gramble sounds just like Teddy.
Well, that's actually really cool, and they don't actually look dissimilar too, either.
Yeah, they both kind of look like, well, one looks like a Muppet, the other looks like a teddy bear, but they're still both kind of, like, round and cute.
Yeah.
Why were you freaking spying on us?
I have my reasons. Reasons I am not sure I should divulge.
Well, that's incredibly suspicious.
Garrus, you vouched for him removing one of the cameras. Mind elaborating?
He's trying to figure out the traitor's identity, but didn't want them knowing he's spying around about it.
I suppose that is logical. Under a Pacific assumption. But now isn't the time. Carl, I would like a word with you post-trial. Please don't kill me.
My turn, I suppose.
You got an alibi?
Nope, I was by myself.
Humph. Pathetic.
Hey, if you all guess me and that's wrong, you're all in trouble for role breaking, so be 100% sure before voting. Got it? We still got, like, what, half of us yet? CEO, you're up.
I love how you've basically got immunity by default, you know?
What do you mean?
Like, if you've got, like, they can't vote for you unless they are specifically sure it's you. So, that's kind of a so unless they're, like, barely think it's, and they have to be more than just barely think it's you, you know?
This is, the reason this rule is like this is because they obviously aren't gonna like him, and this is to prevent him from having the rules abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise they will rig the vote against him just to get rid of him.
Yep.
Well,
That-
I was with
that
Jill
was-
up until she ran away screaming.
You disappeared on me.
I didn't disappear on you.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, this is a debate that your character was in a lot.
You were not there. I didn't see you anywhere.
I was, but clearly you didn't see me.
I didn't see anyone else at the time.
Okay, this back and forth thing isn't going anywhere.
I mean, I always like to just let it play.
Some sort of trick here?
Trip. Always just like
It
to watch
was
it.
really dark. Maybe they lost track of each other?
Something about this scenario sounds off. CEO says he was there, but Jill says he wasn't. Jill's in the clear. Does that mean CEO is lying,
You
or...?
were not there. I didn't see you anywhere.
I was, but clearly you didn't see me.
I didn't see anyone else.
Counter! Gag
Don't
one
try
of three.
again.
Oh.
Criminals are all the same. And
Carmelita
none of you can
Fox,
escape
okay.
justice. Thieves, extortionists, mafia. You're all the same. And I'll take you all down.
Who did you get to voice Carmelita? That was actually fairly accurate.
It was voiced by Lunar, who also voices Samantha and Nico.
Ah, that was actually very accurate for Carmelita.
Gosh, are you my mom? Why have we not met sooner? You gotta teach me how to beat up bad guys.
And then everyone died in the
I
end.
thought there was a monster that scared you off.
I didn't
I've been trying to make that joke forever, and no one ever seems to get it.
I mean, that is actually really good, actually. I love that.
You missed it because you weren't there.
Octavian, I thought you said the only things here were us.
CEO, what did you do just before Jill claims you went missing?
We came across a blocked passage. The door was locked, but it was rusty enough to punch down with a bit of extra firepower, so...
Oh, that explains it.
Explains what?
Have you ever looked in a mirror after using those steroids of yours?
No, why?
You might want to check your BIOS image gallery again.
Huh. You do. He does get very roided up, doesn't he?
No, this is normal him.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
One more.
What the fuck?
Yep. That's what happens when he reaches max corruption in a battle.
Oh, Jesus!
I had to revert the image from being full black with white outlines just so I could see what the heck I was looking at, because I couldn't figure it out very well the other way around. Jeez. The sprite is actually normally color inverted.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that explains a lot.
What kind of black magic are those steroids made of?
How does that even happen?
My vision came true, and this was the result?
Do you need water?
Wouldn't hurt. I do feel a bit... off after I take steroids. No kidding, if that's what you turn into!
So, water actually lowers his corruption levels in the overworld, so yeah, he does kind of need that to not turn into this.
Very fair! Just a... Wow!
I don't want you turning into a scary monster.
CEO, please don't turn into something scary and hurt people.
I just thought of something. What if Papyrus never really died?
What do you mean?
Well, he was only missing. What if he was still out there and did something to Kate, then went back into hiding?
That doesn't add up.
Why? Rules. Nope, that probably should be a real rule instead of an unwritten rule.
Yeah, it's not. I didn't write in the rules specifically that if you are
everyone needs to show up.
Yeah, it's an unwritten rule instead of a formal one.
That ridiculous alarm plays when someone commits a double kill. There's one confirmed casualty, Kate, and one confirmed missing, Papyrus. He couldn't have done it.
He'd also be forced to show up here too. I know that's not specifically stated in the rules, but it should be obvious. Well, we're definitely past alibis. Now what?
What can we glean from Papyrus's death and Kate's death with the context that we have? I do love your trials, they're amazing. Alright, so what have we got?
Papyrus went missing, and Kate was found almost immediately after that alarm went off.
Right.
If it wasn't very long, they couldn't have been very far away, right?
This mountain is huge and very weirdly connected. They might have gotten lost.
Can someone remind me what the rules are?
You still don't know the rules?
I can go over them again if you need me to.
It's definitely the rule awareness.
Yeah, Mayu does not know the rules.
Papyrus went missing, and Kate was found almost immediately after that alarm went off.
If it wasn't very long, they couldn't have been very far away, right?
This mountain is huge and very weirdly connected. They might have gotten lost.
Can someone remind me what the rules are?
You still don't know the rules?
Clearly!
He went missing and nobody found him. Wait, about half of us didn't know the rules.
Let's see. Mayu, Carl, Kate, Samantha, Gale, and Crash didn't raise their hands when they asked if they knew the rules.
So, an example of me having to tweak some lines because I noticed, mistakes on my end.
Yeah.
Papyrus's name was in that list, but I had to remove him because he wasn't actually there.
That's very fair. I also wonder if I actually said those names a bit too slowly.
I think it worked out.
Yeah.
But it's not Carl or Gale.
Though in this context, Mayu and Crash are most likely to be guilty.
That's not very helpful, though.
No, it is not. Don't you guys got anything better?
Huh, anything better? Let's see. Oh, we went into the next non-stop very quickly.
Yep. The transition only had like 6 sentences between this one and the previous one.
Something here that can reduce the suspect pool. I just don't know what.
We already went over everyone's alibis. There's nothing more to add here.
We weren't able to investigate at all because Octavian said there wasn't more evidence to find.
If we couldn't find Papyrus before, we weren't gonna find him then either.
According to the autopsy report, she was strangled to death.
Strangulation doesn't leave behind much evidence.
I don't think the murder method will help us like this. I know there's something here that can reduce the suspect
I think I know what
pool.
it is.
I just don't know
What do you think it is?
It's definitely case
We already
file.
went over everyone's alibis. There's nothing more to add here.
And I
We
think
weren't
it's the
able to
one
investigate
right at
all
the
because
end.
Octavian said there wasn't
You
more
are
evidence
correct.
to find.
If we couldn't find Papyrus before, we weren't gonna find him then either.
According
thing
to
is, I
autopsy
remember the
report, She
ruling.
was strangled to death.
Strangulation doesn't leave behind much evidence.
To be fair, this was quite
I
a
don't
cruel
think the
one.
murder method will help us like.
I will admit, this is a cruel one for people to have to work out real quick.
What you mean? Oh, hold on. Gag. Oh god, this one.
Tricky. I love you so much.
I'm on this side.
Huh?
I'm gonna snuggle your brains out. You're so bad. You're going to ruin this game's key for teen rating.
You intergalactic how could you? Was he better than me?
Remember the cactus harem joke from Trigger Happy Havoc? Let's make it worse.
You and your fucking Marge jokes.
Oh my god, that's probably one of the worst jokes I've ever made.
I agree. He looks at his three-fingered hand in confusion.
Guys, the autopsy report. It said the method was strangulation, leaving behind 10 finger marks.
Okay, how does that help us?
Wait, 10 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
These two don't have 10 fingers. They only have 8 total.
I heard counting then, so...
Yeah, that was an extra line that Classy wound up providing. I didn't actually expect that line to happen, so I kind of found a way to add it in. And fun fact about Crash's character model, he has 4 fingers in the American version, but they added a 5th one in the Japanese material. I don't really know why, though.
That is weird, actually.
Alright, way to use biology to our advantage.
Well, I only have 6 of these, so I thought maybe that could narrow it down a bit.
If I'm correct, there's only 2 left. Me and her.
Yeah, the only 2 possible suspects are Octavian and Mayu.
How could you be so horrible, Octavian?
Everything about you is disgusting. Would you mind shutting up and letting the adults talk?
Okay, what is it about Mayu you don't like? You've been up her since we started.
If you read her bio, you could probably figure out why.
Wait.
Wait, what? Yep. Incredibly girly music, motive, obnoxious alarm.
I have no reason to kill anyone.
Keep telling yourself that.
I think I speak for everyone when I say we want you dead over her.
Okay, if it were anyone else, even you, I would be insulted.
She couldn't have hurt anyone. Her leg is broken.
But why didn't you like Mayu? Did she do something really bad?
I'll let you know when she doesn't do something bad.
We narrowed it down to a 50-50 shot between Mayu and Octavian, but voting Octavian off will have consequences if we're wrong. But I started thinking that maybe...
I have no reason to kill anyone.
Man, that is a quick one.
Yep.
Octavian, was the first murder specifically tailored to get to Mayu?
No, it's just a stock motive. It's super common. But you're on the right track as to why I can't stand her.
So the thing you don't like about her relates to her twin in some way.
Hey, leave Mio out of this.
I did. She's not here right now, but I kinda wish she was instead of you.
You are testing my patience.
Oh, what the hell?
You all saw that.
So, Mayu gets
right?
possessed by ghosts a lot.
I never saw her so vengeful before.
Octavian, how could I do something like that to Kate? I'm not big or strong like you.
Do you really want me to bring up exactly why you broke your leg in the first place?
I have a feeling these two are gonna argue. I'll get the popcorn.
Yes,
This
you
is
did.
gonna be good.
Oh god. Okay, so heads up, if you're lagging, turn off the camera movements. You probably already knew that from the other trails though. Also, this next mass attack gimmick is multiple perspectives. Some of the guys have multiple special advantages that can make this courtroom stuff easier or more interesting, or, you know, provide in-depths. So choose your perspective carefully. Despite there being 3 options, only one of these guys can actually get you past this part. Brute forcing this will take a while. Turn off the camera movements? No, keep them on, they're fine. Okay, cool. Choose your character. I don't know who I just chose.
Garrus, Sam, and Nanako were your choices. You just picked Garrus.
Okay. This ought to be interesting.
You and your stupid strangling ritual,
Does anyone want a soda? This might take a while.
Girl, and Papyrus was a guardsman. I wouldn't stand a chance against him.
I'm not one for drama like this.
You kill, don't you? I'm sure that's all it is. You just want me dead.
Question,
Then why?
wasn't there
Is it
someone at
because
the
of my sister?
sanitarium when Kate
Are
died?
you trying to take my sister away from me?
Whoa, that was creepy at the end then.
Well, Fatal Frame is a horror game, and Mayu is kind of evil.
Yeah, that's fair. What should I do? Swap perspective. Sam or Nanako? Purity personified.
You and your
Possibly her enemy.
Alright, you're picking Nanako.
Anyone want a soda? This might take a while.
Girl, and Papyrus was a guardsman. I wouldn't stand a chance against him.
I'm not one for drama like
You
this.
kill, don't you? I'm sure that's all it is. You just want me dead.
Question,
Then why?
wasn't there
Is it
someone at
because
the
of my sister?
sanitarium when Kate
Are
died?
you trying to take my sister away from me?
Maybe I can help? But how? I am assuming I have to do it as Sam. Because it's the incredibly girly music.
This might take a while.
That is definitely
And
correct.
Papyrus was a guardsman. I wouldn't stand a chance against him.
I'm not one
I
for
just
drama
wanted
like
to see
this.
if there was different perspectives, because I remember when we did this before, I had to pick one of the different characters. The character that could actually see the ghosts is all. So I just wanted to see it from all the specific character points, you
I
know?
exactly what will decide
Yep.
this.
What's that?
The music I mentioned earlier.
I'd like to point out that the background music is currently
Loud. It is loud.
not what I meant. I meant it was singing.
So it is. What is it singing?
It's singing that Ape Escape song I mentioned earlier.
Oh god, okay.
Yeah, the background music itself is a hint.
Please, you don't even know a song's title, let alone what the lyrics of those songs were. I should know you're from the freaky 80s before those songs even existed.
Yeah, I do.
Right then, sing the song. Wait, what song did you hear the relate three of us listening to up there?
I was not expecting this. I'm not really sure. Maybe all 3? Also, Mayu is from the 80s?
Yes, you're all from different years. Keep up, please. What was the song?
I don't know. All I know was that it was really girly.
Slow and beach-like, energetic and bouncy, or first half happy, second half angry?
All 3 then, I think.
We'll go with that first half happy, second half angry song then. Mayonnaise, would you like to go first?
You go first.
It is suspicious that you do not want to go first, lady. You don't know how the song goes.
Well, just repeat me if I'm right.
Yes, if you are. If you aren't and I go first, you'll do the same. And you look like target demographic and have a broken leg to cry your way out of this. You go first.
He's got a point, lady. You're cute and pitiful enough to charm your way out of this unless you're caught lying. He doesn't have that advantage.
Mayu, I've been betrayed
What's with the
by
popcorn?
humans before.
She did say that she was gonna go get the popcorn because this arguing was gonna get good.
I just realized she's holding an actual popcorn.
She's actually been holding that ever since the debate started.
Oh, God.
I see. Okay, then.
Well?
I come home in the morning like my mother says, when you're gonna live your life.
So I have no hot cocoa do whatever they wanted for the singing.
Oh, girls, they wanna have fun.
I mean, if she can't get it right, I would so laugh if she just chose a random song and it was the right song.
It's probably going to be hard because Ape Escape's not very popular.
I know, but what would you say if she actually chose the right song?
I probably would have had to ask for a different recording of a different song because she chose the right one.
That's not even close.
It's my turn now.
Do yourself a favor and follow the advice of the next text box.
Octavian sings.
And thoroughly embarrasses himself in public. At least he's not a murderer, I guess. Please don't torture yourself and skip this.
No. No, we're listening to this. You gotta sit through this.
Oh no.
I'm just wondering how much of it you sang.
The whole dang thing.
Why are you trembling? You can tell me all your troubles.
And now we can't hear the background music, which has the beat to it.
You're right, we can't!
Oh, now it's gonna be out of sync. Crap.
And put in your mailbox. With the love
Oh, we made a horrible mistake.
I hear you secretly bury the special.
Alright, I'll skip it, it's fine. We heard
song.
enough. You've embarrassed yourself enough.
Yeah,
You
I think I've really...
You sang the whole thing.
Yeah, just in case anyone actually wanted to hear me sing, I left it in there.
I love that. That is brilliant.
Eat it, Mayu.
I'm not sure you should be boasting about something so embarrassing.
Mayu's about to die. I could not care less right now.
This is all a mistake.
So are you.
Octavian's animosity aside, that's the last one.
What about my alibi?
What about your alibi? Nobody and nothing can back it up.
The motive fits you best considering your bio.
And I'm pretty sure iPads, similar to our gamepads, didn't exist in the 80s, so she would have a hard time knowing the rules without help.
And there's nobody else that we don't know where they were. Did I say that right?
Double negatives are real confusing, but we got what you meant.
You are so busted.
So much so it's practically song-worthy.
Alright, time for more bad singing.
I don't wanna put the hurt on you, but you better believe me when I tell you that I finally got the dirt on you. You're busted.
Yeah, they're finally gonna see the light.
This is how it's gonna be when they find out that I was always right. You're busted.
There's a new cop on the beat.
Okay, that's enough singing for now.
Wait, hold on, Marge didn't get to sing yet.
I thought I was allowed to sing Disney songs now.
Shut up, Marge!
Mayu.
Brought to you by Phineas
Why'd
and
you do
Ferb.
Yeah, that was the Phineas and Ferb song. That was the busted song that Candace and Vanessa sing.
Jesus Christ.
I actually asked Raven if they were up for singing as a part of a gag, and they were completely on board with it. Honestly, if they did not say yes, I probably wouldn't have gone through with that.
That was brilliant none the same, though. You're busted.
What part of broke her leg for her sister's attention, then proceeded to guilt trip her for years over it, didn't you hear? She is obsessed with her sister. It's not love, it's obsession. If killing Mio will stop her from leaving Mayu, so be it. Mayu will kill her personally and stroke the hair of the corpse.
Editor's note. That is actually one of the endings in Fatal Frame 2. Mayu kills Miyu for not going through with the Crimson Sacrifice ritual if you meet certain requirements in the Wii remake. The other endings don't help her case.
Yeah, Mayu looks really bad in most, if not all, of the endings.
Editor's note 2. Mayu gets possessed by ghosts often, making what she is and isn't at... Making what she is and isn't at fault for hard to discern, but all things considered, she can't have been possessed by ghosts bound to a village in a forest for several years while she was living a normal life and going home to school and crap. This is merely a theory, but it is not a theory that she did break her leg on purpose to guilt trip Miyu for years.
Yeah, this is why people don't like Mayu. I'm not the only one that hates her.
What?
Yes, that is how bad she is. This is why I hate her. This is why I call her mayonnaise. She's pale and gross, nobody likes her, and the few that do she tries to kill. Those of you in the stands near her, back up.
Nanako, Nico, Crash, and Sam get away from Miyu. Oh, dark face.
And I thought I had issues. Sheesh.
I say we get the execution started.
Alright, so this is a somewhat decent-ish recreation of the Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Sacrifice ritual place thing.
Any last words?
I just thought...
Do it.
Well, that was undignified. Well, she predicted her death correctly.
Yep. I'd like to point out that Octavian just pulled out a giant green marker and beat her with it.
I also like how you removed the hood so we can actually see the Mind Flayer part of you.
Yeah, I did that in my free time.
If she wasn't a stand on the world, maybe she'd have died with dignity. Either way, she's gone now. Me. Phase 2 is right through that door. On.
Hold on. Why would Kate go off to a godforsaken cave system to get murdered?
Mayu must have used her pitifulness to convince her to go there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And no one feels good about that.
Nope.
Would you mind giving us a moment?
I'm standing by this door until you three go in. If this is about the cameras thing you said about earlier, I can pretend not to eavesdrop.
You're not very good at lying, are you?
Nope, never was. Besides, I can already guess what it's about. So how about a contest? Whoever figures out the outlier's identity first gets to lead the game.
This must be a joke.
Nope, the mastermind was planning on having announced as an ex-votive anyway.
So, we just found out that the girl with a broken leg was weaponizing sympathy in a game of life and death. And now you're going to divide us further by incentivizing competition over cooperation.
I honestly think the fact you chose Miyu as your first killer for this very reason is actually signs of why you're a much better writer than Danganronpa ever could be.
Wait, really? What do you mean?
The fact you used the girl, which everyone... if no one has played Fatal Frame, and we just hear about the girl who is pitiful and all that, we wouldn't suspect her to be the killer. You know?
Yeah.
So I think it was an excellent choice.
Yeah, especially since I get the feeling that not everyone is going to know Fatal Frame 2 and how all that goes, so they might not know that Mayu is actually like this.
Exactly.
That was the intention, yes. It's just another obstacle to overcome to get back to cooperation.
What? Was that
I
the
actually did
reason
pick
Mayu was
Mayu.
chosen? Did they know this would happen?
Yeah, exactly this. I forgot I had this written in, actually. the reason I have Mayu in here as a culprit right at the very beginning is to cause trust issues.
Yeah,
for
it
everyone
makes
to
sense.
overcome.
It makes real sense, especially as we got 2 kids in there as well.
Yeah.
But then you've got hardened arses like Garrus and CEO, so it's less effective on them.
Yeah.
Yes, the Mastermind knew Maya would kill people within a relatively short time, and that her method would cause immense distrust among the group. If you can't trust the sad, scared girl with a broken leg, who can you trust?
Group tension will be much worse now.
Ah, you're right.
Either going in now or what?
Tell the Mastermind I'm not letting them win this game. Mark my words.
Alright, that's what I want to hear. Now go in the portal and make nice. This case sucks.
I think I did one of those better, but I'm not sure if you actually listened to the others either.
So, now we're at this part, which was also a bit of a last-minute-ish addition.
So,
We're now seeing a new plot.
Oh.
Conflicting. On one hand, that girl was beyond crazy. On the other, I don't like the reason why.
So we got a T-Rex and we got Cthulhu.
And we have, after him...
I'm back from Death Row to Canada. Oh, it's you.
Fucking Monica!
Keep going.
I love how that's even the Cthulhu image from Cthulhu Saves the World and Saves Christmas.
Yeah.
Cram it. We both know who's better here. Really? I could have sworn that between the two of us, I actually destroyed the world.
I did too. Also, accidentally destroyed the world. It doesn't count.
How do you accidentally destroy the world?
Yeah, for 5 seconds before the cosmic retcon.
Curse you, narrator, you broke my continuity. Are you both done? Not quite. Stop acting like a sane person. Okay, now I'm done. Okay. Old one, pianist, it is not too much trouble. There's plans for a certain something coming up. A plan to relinquish chairman of his duties.
Thank God. I don't care how loaded he is. He needs to go.
Okay, what
Get
the...
everything ready.
This is a background plot.
Ready a while. Come on,
So you know how sometimes there's those evil villain background plots where you don't really know what's happening and you're kind of just plopped into it without really knowing any of the context?
Yeah.
This is one of those moments.
Okay, sure.
No, I'm not telling you who Enforcer and Secret Weapon are. Not even the audience can know that yet.
All the people in the goddamn who are part of the project, apparently.
So, the only people who know who those are the people that I wound up talking to in Discord chat when I wound up blabbing about it, which is Raven and Coco.
That's fair.
And also Raven's voicing some of them.
So you're telling me all I have to do is go through the Discord chat to find...
Probably not, it was in a voice chat.
Oh, fair enough.
He's not gonna budge on that. Alright, I'll go over it. Oh, she's gonna have a field day with that.
Yes, violence, I'm in.
I was about to say, what's going to happen here? Before we get to the music selection, there's some credits for the models I'd like to go over first. I will list the game origin, /who it is, and who made or ripped the model, though if a lot of them are by me, I might just go over them in bulk. The following was made by me and R. Void. Natsuki from... Wait, you made these?
Yeah, I made these in Vroid.
Like from
Vroid
scratch?
So, Vroid allows you to make custom characters relatively easily. So, it might be worth looking into if you want to make your own 3D character thingies and see how it goes. It's actually pretty easy since everything is on like sliders and stuff.
Okay, fair enough.
So I made Natsuki from DDLC, Octavian, Samantha from Until Dawn, Mayu from Fatal Frame, CEO from the Suits RPGs, and Nanako from Persona in Vroid.
That is honestly really cool. Well done.
Thanks.
Bugsnax.
Okay, so Gramble Giggle Funny from Bugsnax was ripped by Victoria Magray, and I got the models from Reddit, and I had to reassemble them using something like Fragmotion in order to get it to work. I should have waited a bit longer because someone eventually did get all the Grumpus models completely perfectly correct. And, yeah, that would have made my life a whole lot easier if I just waited a little.
Fair.
Beholder's Carl Stein was made by me in Blender. This one was actually harder than the Vroid ones because I had to use Blender.
Oh, I've used Blender. I don't blame you. If that was made in Blender, very well done, honestly.
Thanks. Alright, Resident Evil 1 Remake's Jill Valentine. The original model was ripped by Roxas358 from Models Resource.
Cool.
One Shot's Nico was a custom-made model on Sketchfab by, I think that's Zionist22. Is that how I pronounce that?
Zionist22, yeah, that sounds right. Because X is always turned into a Z.
Okay.
In terms of sound.
Right.
Honestly, that looks like it could be a Hat in Time mod.
I think someone probably did make a Hat in Time mod with Nico in it. Dino Crisis' Gale. It's a custom by Grimbork. Click again to see what the credits they left.
Alright. Credits by Grimborg. So, basically this model was Frankenstein together from Terror Online, Body, Blue Hole Inc., En Masse Entertainment, COD Ghosts, Accessories, Sans Gloves, Boots, Activision, Infinity Ward, Poggers.
Yeah, that is the exact text file that Grim had alongside of the model itself.
Why Poggers, Grim? Why Poggers?
Honestly, modeling is hard.
Yeah, it is. I don't blame anyone for that.
Alright, Mass Effect 3's Garrus Vicarian. The original model was acquired from Gmod, X4-N's mod.
Fair.
Undertale's Papyrus was a custom model by Nibrock.rock from Models Resource.
It looks good. It looks very good.
Sam and Max Saved the World's Sam. The original model was ripped by Random Talking Bush on Models Resource.
Cool.
Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex's model of Crash Bandicoot was ripped by Crasharchy on Models Resource.
I'm noticing a theme. Models
I didn't
Resource.
catch that. Say that again? I didn't.
I was noticing a theme.
Yeah, a lot of these come from Models Resource.
Like Kate Marsh and Max Clawfield.
From Life is Strange. The original models were ripped by Lilo the Stitch from Models Resource. Right.
That's the wrong word.
Wait, what?
It should be Lilo and Stitch, not Lilo the Stitch.
Well, that's still their username. The following was made by me and Vroid. Again, Monica, Yuri, and Sayori from DDLC, and Emily and Matt from Until Dawn.
It honestly seems like Vroid's good if you just want a quick model for a gag, so...
Yeah. Officer Marge Simpson from the Simpsons game. Original model ripped by Hawkadial from Models Resource.
Now we get to the Marge Simpson section. Okay.
Simpsons Hit and Runs Lisa and Marge. Original models ripped by Nene Buggins from Models Resource. There's literally only one Lisa animation so far, and it is the one where she gets kicked.
Yep.
Simpson Runs Homer Simpson. Original model ripped by Trussip. Model Resource. The Simpsons Hit and Run Maggie and the Canyon Narrow. Original models ripped by Super TV TGR fan.
I didn't realize Maggie was in the car.
18496. Models Resource. Bugsnax' Triffany and Wambus. Original models ripped by Saint Baron from Nexus Mods. This is why I should have waited.
They did better than me.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 0 Magnum Shotgun. Original models by Suitneoitia from Models Resource.
Yep.
Hitman
2. The Hitman 2. We're trying to do this at the exact same time.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? Yeah.
Okay, so The phone, though it's only seen as gamepad so far. The original model was ripped by me, but it was retextured. Yeah, the textures didn't work out quite right, but it still works. Super Bomberman R Online, Popcorn, I ripped this model.
Super Bomberman on... what?
Super Bomberman R Online is a game on Steam that you can play for free.
No, but I mean you got, like, this PNG picture of Popcorn from it?
No, it's a 3D model.
Is it really?
You didn't notice? Anyways.
I did not know.
So, Tyrannomon model by Hallow from Digimon Links. This is who you think it is.
Yeah, that's Rex.
Yep. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Arcunis's Carmelita Montoya Fox, original model from Gmod, Vintos Mod. And I would like to point out that when I went into Blender to look at the model, I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with her body shape? Are her hips supposed to be that gigantic?
Yes! They are, actually! That is just the model of Carmelita Fox!
I was thinking to myself, what happened here?
Do you know how old Sly Cooper is?
Probably like the early to mid 2000s.
Exactly.
I mean, I know why she's like super attractive and stuff, but at the same time, like, oh god, that doesn't look right. Alright, Dear Avenger 4's Roxy, original model ripped by me. I tried, but I'm not good at Wayne painting. Those arms don't look right.
No, they do not from that position. But who cares? The joke worked. Thank you for your time.
Chapter 1 is now complete. I recommend going through the Chapter 1 sports now that you're through it. An optional feature is the end-level sound player. Like a song you used but don't know the origin, peruse through this and find it.
Fair.
What song do you want to listen to? So, we now have the Associates subplot introduced, which is something that's going to be coming up later. Because this game is not run by just 1 or 2 people.
Why does it start with more options at the top? Go next at the top, next at the top, and then next is at the bottom.
Yeah, that was a crap up that was on my part, but also going through and reconnecting absolutely everything because of how wonky this is didn't feel worth it.
I mean, fair. I'm not sure if we'll do the supports thing, just because that means getting back into the mod again after completing it. And looking at the time.
Well, there aren't any supports in it yet, anyway. Yeah. Otherwise, you would have been able to voice in it. And the one interesting thing that's in it shouldn't take too long to see.
Yeah, but it's already been 4 hours.
All right, I guess we'll have to wait for horribly weight-painted Maggie Simpson for later.
Well, we can wait until the next chapter. We can wait till the next time we do this, because I'm sure we'll do this again for when we get chapter 2 finished, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh, well, everyone! We're all done, and God knows how many episodes this has been split into. I don't know at this point. Anything you want to say to people, Rukia?
I'm not really sure, actually. I don't really have anything interesting to say.
You can say goodbye, at least.
Oh. Alright, thanks for having me on. I'll see you later. I'll see your audience later, I guess. I don't know. I'm not good at this.
Thank you for joining us today, Rukia. It's always good to have you. And thank you for making the amazing mod, as always.
Yay! My Marge jokes didn't scare you away.
Not yet, at least.
Though I get the feeling that the second gag probably got close.
Well, everyone, it looks like I'm all out of time for today's episode, or episodes, I guess. So, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today? I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.